Hey everyone, welcome back to Catching Up with the Walkers. Thank you so much for joining us on the farm today. And today is going to the chickens.
It is.
And this video is sponsored by Oneisall. I'll tell you more about them in a second. But the chickens I'm talking about, let's head out that way. We have some big news. The grow out pen is about to be empty.
Oh, so sad.
That means that the grow out pen has been successful. It did what it needed to do. And if you hear a little bit of wind today, my apologies, but guess what? In Oklahoma,
It is what it is.
the wind goes
Sweeping down the plain.
sweeping down the plain. That's what happens. So this is Cassie's grow out pen. And how many
They've grown out.
How many did you hatch?
56-ish?
56 chickens to start with. And this is what is left.
Plus 3 that Brandon brought.
Plus 3 that Brandon brought. But 5 of these are going to be leaving, aren't they?
I think there's 5.
Okay, so 5 of the gray hens.
3 or 4 of the gray hens and one or 2 of the black ones.
All right, to be determined. Cassie will determine that in just a little bit. So what we're going to do today is we're going to separate the ones that are going to be leaving.
We would just take the ones out I want to keep and leave the ones that are staying so we don't have to move them twice.
That works. Cassie's way ahead of me. So either way, we need the chicken net.
Yeah.
And we're going to start dealing with them in just a second. Oh, look who came to greet us. Hey, Bella. Hey, Shelby. Cassie.
Girls.
Cassie, do you have a
I
favorite?
have to have a hat.
Do you have a favorite dog?
I don't show favoritism on the farm.
Oh, really? Well, I would have to say I have a favorite. You guys just have to guess who my favorite is. It's hard to not have a favorite when Bella's the one that jumps up here and begs for all my attention. So Bella might be my favorite, but you don't have to have favorites. You got to take care of your dogs either way. And today we did a little bit of an upgrade to help take care of Bella and Shelby. Make sure they always have fresh water. I'm going to tell you guys about that right now. Farm mornings are always busy. Everyone's up early, including our dogs and cats. They love hanging out on the porch together. They share everything, including their water bowl. Well, they used to. Out here, water gets dirty fast. Dust, bugs, hay, it all ends up in the bowl. Keeping it clean, that is a daily chore. That's why I switched to the Oneisall Pet Fountain. It keeps the water flowing and clean. It's perfect for multiple pets. It filters out dust and dirt, and the running water sound actually encourages the pets to drink more. And it looks like everyone on the farm agrees. And look who else showed up. The cat. I guess this is the new hangout spot. It's easy to clean, and it holds plenty of water for all of our pets. And the filter keeps it fresh all day long. Whether you have one pet or a whole farm crew like us, this fountain keeps everyone happy, healthy, and hydrated. Fresh water, less hassle. I'd call that a win. So if you guys are interested, check out my link down in the description. All the details will be there, and you guys can save up to 23% off right now on their main website or get 20% off on Amazon. But you have to hurry because this sale ends December 1st, so check out the link down in the description. So they have been enjoying the dog fountain, and we can't think of a better thing to do to take care of our dogs, but make sure they have good fresh water all the time, and make sure and feed them well. Easy. All right, we've got the net. We've got one of the pet taxis. We're gonna go grab another pet taxi from behind the shop. And of course, all of the sheep and the birds speak side-by-side language. When they hear that, they think, it's time to eat. But it's not time to eat. It's time to move some chickens. Just a beautiful day on the farm. Record high temperatures today, Cassie. Highs in the 80s in November. And we're going to be having low highs in the 60s later in the week and lots of rain.
I had to take my sweatshirt off, but it's windy and cold, but it's also hot because of the sun.
Yep, it's kind of a mix, but I'm glad that we have nice weather and not freezing cold temperatures right now. All right, so we're gonna get some of this stuff out of the way just a little bit here. Bring it to the side at least.
Why are you catching chickens in the daylight?
Oh, Cassie said, why are we catching chickens in the daylight?
That's when we have time.
Because otherwise, we are doing other things, aren't we?
Yep.
That's-
Violin. Rangers got evening basketball practice. Tomorrow I have 4 basketball games. Wednesday we have church. So this is when it works, people.
Well, the other good thing is they're not in a wide open yard, so it's not like we can't catch them whenever we need them, whenever you have them in an area like this.
Also, we're going slow. It's not stressful.
Not stressful for you, maybe. Stressful for me and this pretty chicken. So this chicken, what do you call that on her head?
Mohawk is what I call it.
She's got her own mohawk, so she's pretty. So that's the good thing. You're getting to pick your keepers right now. Oh, really? Seriously? All right, I'm a complete homesteader failure. I had the chicken in the cage and it backed its way out. So now I'm making Cassie do twice the work. It's all right. I'll give
I
you.
need to catch them and put them in.
I'll give you twice the pay. Okay? You thought you were gonna get away? Not that easy. But just another good look at her. She's pretty. All right, you can't escape that easy. That's one we got from Brandon Eddy. All right, Cassie's getting the cream of the crop here. Rise to the top. Oh, we got 6 eggs out of here yesterday, Cassie.
Nice.
That's a pretty one. So that's the most we've ever got.
Also, that one's from Brendan Eddy.
Yeah.
They're like a Wyandotte mix, and I love Wyandottes. This is Presley right here that Ransom named because it's out of Brandon's Elvis rooster.
So her name is Presley. It's
Another
a
Mohawk.
pretty name.
So you notice we're just going nice and easy, back and forth. No real big deal. Then I missed one.
Give me that rooster. He is stout. So this is a famous rooster.
Chicken jockey.
On our trunk or treat, he went to church with us, and all the little kids absolutely loved him. He was a hit, and we named him Chicken Jockey.
And I really want to keep him because I love the color. He's a rooster that I want in my flock. So we've been having lots of discussion on where to put him and how to make it work.
Yep. So he is staying, but unfortunately, that means somebody else has to go. Keep watching to find out who. Woo, you got her.
I hatched this one, but see how she has some of that red like those others?
Yep. She's pretty. Oh, yeah. She's a nice big hen, too. So Cassie's going to keep this one. She hatched her. She's got a little bit of red right here in her neck that Cassie likes.
So, there's 2 with a little bit of mohawks on them.
So you get to
I
pick.
think I told her 4, I would sell her 4 of the gray.
Yeah.
So, probably either keep that one or that one that has a little bit of mohawks. That one has longer feathers on top. That one just has a little bit of it.
All right. They all look great to me. I like this one. I like that one that you were talking about. I like the bigger hens because I feel like they're going to lay a nice
She
big
wants
egg.
them to. She's wanting them to look like lavender Orpingtons because she likes lavender Orpingtons. And the rooster was a lavender Orpington.
Hang on. Go up with it. There you go. Get her wings. She's stout hen.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So these are the ones that are going to be leaving Walker Farm.
Those black ones are beautiful, especially the one with the Orpington body. And I'm pretty sure they're laying blue eggs. But Nancy's one of our longtime followers and a local. So She can get some beautiful chickens and some beautiful eggs.
Yeah, Nancy's a nice lady. Always been buddies with Ransom at the auction, huh?
Yeah.
They're auction buddies. So Nancy's gonna get some new chickens, and Cassie's gonna get consolidated for the winter. That means the grow out pen will be empty, and
Next year I'm hatching 100.
come spring, once the weather kind of, starts breaking a little bit, is that when you're gonna hatch them?
Probably.
Okay, well,
Before it gets hot, for sure.
outside of basketball season at some point.
Yeah. I think I did these at the Okie Homesteading Expo time, so probably about then.
Yeah. So whenever the weather breaks, is a good time. And then we have green grass. So when we move the chicken tractor, it's got green grass under it, and it's just a good setup. So we've been super happy though with this grow out pen.
Beautiful when the sun hits them.
I know
Green
they've got lots of color in them wings. But this has really worked out great, hasn't it?
Yep, I like it.
So we'll leave the
And people keep
food.
saying, why isn't there nesting boxes? Well, it wasn't really intended for them to be in here so long. It's just how it happened. So next year we'll have to see. I would like to raise them until they're laying and get rid of them. But right now I'm having a hard time because if I kept these through the winter, in March or April, I could sell these for a really big profit because March, April's when everyone wants laying hens and will pay outrageous money for them. But as you guys know, I've never really been in it for the profit because so far I'm in the zero. So why start now?
No, we just the amount of money versus the amount of feed you'd probably put into them.
Yeah.
It'd probably be about a wash. So we're not here to raise hundreds and hundreds of chickens. We're here to have a good time and share with you guys. So that's what we like to do, and also bless some other people with some nice laying hens, and that's a good day. So this is probably the saddest part of chickens. When you do have one that you get attached to. Hopalong Cassidy.
Yeah.
Or no,
Cassie.
Hopalong Cassidy, because we thought it was a hen. Well, this hen grew a giant comb and became Hopalong Cassidy.
But he was never meant to keep because I didn't want leghorns. We just ended up keeping him because he lost a leg due to frostbite because he didn't get in the coop one night. And so he's been here ever since, but a white chicken is not part of my breeding program, even of barnyard mixes.
So that's the farm times. You ever have a parent that tells you the dog went out to the farm to live its life out? Your puppy went out, or not your puppy, but your dog went to live its life out on the farm? Well, that's not happening here. We're going to have Hopalong Cassidy for one of our next meals.
When things get cold and when things need to move on, it's farm life, people.
Yep. And so when we have a chicken like that, we don't pluck them, we just skin them, and most likely chicken noodle soup or something boiled down, and it'll be great chicken for our family to eat. So there you go. It doesn't happen very often here on our farm, but when it does, we don't hide it from you. We tell you the truth, and there you go. There's the truth. And now it's time to make the chickens work for us. So they are actually going to go and be fertilizing our garden for all winter long. So I'm going to make sure Cassie gets over this hump up here. Kind of looks like Cassie moving her double-wide chicken trailer. Keep going, chickens. You're okay. Nice and easy. Yeah, Cassie's going. Yeah, it goes pretty fast. They're staying up front. They're pretty smart. Yeah, this isn't their first rodeo. So the good thing about moving the chickens into the garden is what we're going to do is that they can dig all the holes they want to their heart's content, desire. Well, they have arrived to the garden, and now, since it's hotter today, we put the open end towards the north. But whenever it gets cold, we'll spin the open end around. But look at them.
They're like, ooh, this is awesome.
Yeah. Oh, you want to open up Yeah, Cassie will show you how. So if we would have came out last night, we could have closed this up. That's what that's designed for. But we forgot. And then all the chickens would have been locked up top. But with her opening that up, all the chickens will be able to get down to the bottom level and eat. And then we're going to add some new fritz in there. So they are gonna love the garden. Also, I'm gonna take all these tomato plants out, and they'll have all the seeds and stuff from that to eat. So
Yep.
they're gonna be some happy chickens. Oh, look at that bug trying to get. Come on, little bug. Get in there, get in there. Oh, look at the crickets. Tons of crickets. That's what they're eating up. Those crickets have found a home out here in the garden.
Trying to get the other hens to go over there by the ramp.
Oh, yeah. They kind of got to on their own. So, well, you want to move the other hens in?
Yep.
We can either put them in right here at the trap door, or we can put them in up there if you want them to know how to go down to the bottom.
The white one went down.
Did she? But if you want them to know how to go down to the bottom, we can put them at the bottom.
And then they'll find their way up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because chickens naturally go up at night. That's their instincts, is to leave the ground and seek higher ground at nighttime. So I think if we put them in at the bottom, then maybe that'll be a good call. I don't know. We just make stuff up as we go along. But it tends to usually work. And if it doesn't, well, we tried.
You don't want in there. I promise. You'll like this. It's okay.
You got him?
On it like this, Lucas.
Okay.
Get out of it easy.
She's a big hen.
Get in there.
I love that hen. All I can see is grade A extra large eggs coming out of that hen. All right.
Painless, easy, no hassle.
So now they will get to know their new pen. And then at some point tonight, they'll watch the other chickens come up this ramp. And then they'll be able to hang out with them up here. All the food, all the water. Really like those chicken tractors.
Yep.
So with the wind and all of the things going on, we are gonna step back to our original Catching Up with the Walkers.
We really want to get back to the sit down and talking, but there's so much going on. We don't have a lot of time to sit down and talk always, so sometimes we have to take you with us. But Catching Up with the Walkers was always intended to sit down, share a cup of coffee, talk about the week to come and the week that followed. But here we are.
So we're going to do that halfway today. So I want to say a big thank you to many, many, many of you that have went over to our Christmas/fall launch, whatever you want to call it, and purchased the different shirts. The top shirt was
The donkey shirt.
What was
Oh,
it?
come let us adore him.
Oh, come let us adore him. So
Speaking of Jesus Christ's birth.
So that was probably has a lot to do with the timing, Christmas time. Also, it's a beautiful donkey, and you guys love donkeys, so there you go.
Yeah, and a lot of people have asked, well, which donkey is this? Well, it's just a picture of a donkey, but our merch moving forward, we want to reflect the animals we have, things that our family does and says, our Christ-like and what am I trying to say?
Our faith.
Our faith. Thanks. The word faith wasn't coming to me. Our faith.
We do have a donkey named Faith, which that is not the donkey on the shirt because she's spotted.
Our family's faith. We want to incorporate all those things. You guys know that our last shirt we had, it said it's farm life people. That was something that I started saying when we started getting so many messages about how we farm and things we do and all of that. Gary and I both grew up on a farm, We've learned from many generations ahead of us, and not everyone does the same thing on their farm, but a lot of times people don't understand the difference between a working farm, a hobby farm, pets, livestock, and all those things. So we've tried to educate and help people see that there is a difference. But with that, Gary has always had the saying, not that he made it up or anything, but good fences make good neighbors. So you want to tell more about that?
Yeah. So if you've ever owned cattle or any animal that has gotten out of their fence, you know that it makes a very big, what would you call it?
Liability?
Liability. That's a good word. Also, it can ruffle some feathers of your neighbors, because your neighbor has all the flowers in their front yards. They have their field the way they want them. They have the cars. If your goats get out and they go eating your neighbor's flowers and jump up on top of their BMW, what do you think that's going to do? It's not going to make you a very good neighbor. So having those good fences make good neighbors. We've had times in the past where we actually had one of our bulls get out and went down the road to the neighbors. If bulls touch noses at a fence, you guys may remember a couple years ago, I put up a double fence between me and our neighbor that has cattle. And I did that so the bulls could never touch noses. Well, these bulls touched noses. They tore down the fence. They fought. And at the end of the day, my bull injured his bull. And he wasn't walking right afterwards. Well, guess what the neighborly thing to do is, Cassie?
Pay for that bull.
Write a check. So I got to buy my neighbor's bull. Now, it wasn't a total loss. I paid him value for what his breeding bull was. And then I took that bull as my own property to the stockyards, sold him. So he went probably to make hamburgers, beef for somebody. So I still probably lost $1,000 on that mistake. My mistake was I had a fence that could not hold the bull. Now, did I have to do that?
Not necessarily.
Maybe not, but legally, morally, yes. Morally,
if we're going to live here by these neighbors for the rest of our lives and theirs, then you want to be a good neighbor.
Yes. So legally, I don't know if I had to or not. I wasn't going to let it get that far. I wasn't going to go to small claims court. The day I fixed the fence, whenever the bull got out, I told my neighbor, if that bull isn't the same as he was before my bull came in the pasture, let me know, and I'll take care of it. And I saw that because it wasn't his bull that got out and started fighting on my fence line. It was my bull that got out and was fighting on his fence line. So good fences make good neighbors, and you're going to live by your neighbors, whoever they are, possibly for the rest of your life. So treat them with all the respect. Love your neighbor as yourself, and life will be a lot better. So there's my
life lessons from Gary.
Yeah, there's my good fences make good neighbors. A little backstory about why it's on a shirt. Well, with all that wind and all the cold temperatures, many of you became prepared really quickly because you also ordered something else. That's right, cattle call. So thank you again for ordering our merchandise.
Yep.
Cassie absolutely loves it though, right?
Yeah, so this is kind of the first time I've ever used a tallow-based chapstick, and I can truly tell the difference. But you guys know Gary and I have gone back and forth about the right cattle call. It wasn't until yesterday that I learned that possibly my dad wasn't saying suck the whole time I grew up.
Suck. I
think he was saying, people were saying sug or something else. But that's probably what my dad was saying this whole time. I thought he was saying suck.
I don't argue with Cassie, okay? She wants to say something that her dad was saying. I ain't gonna.
That makes more sense. So anyway, it's called Cattle Call. It's made by Farmlight Homestead out of Alabama, local to some of our friends out there. And it's beef tallow based. It's got other things in it. On our website is all the ingredients and everything you need to know about it. But everything in it is all natural, and I can already tell a difference. You guys know I love chapstick. I use a lot of chapstick. The texture was a little different. It was a little different than what I'm used to, but I can tell a huge difference in my lips.
And I do not use chapstick, therefore I cannot tell you anything about it. But if I was going to use something, it would be that, because it doesn't have any chemicals in it or doesn't have anything that's going to make you have to keep using it. So that's the big thing to me. So again, a big thanks to you guys. All that stuff is still out there. Our Christmas ornament, all the items. We'll be putting up our Christmas tree maybe in a week. What is today? Monday? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's coming up because Thanksgiving will be
It's in a week and a half.
A week and a half away. Maybe we'll get an early start. The haters will be hating and saying, you can't put up the Christmas tree until after Thanksgiving. You can't put up your Christmas tree until after Thanksgiving. Me? I'll do what I want. So as far as catching up with us, if you have been watching our Walker Farm Fan videos, we've been trying to throw in different pieces of basketball games.
Yeah, we have a basketball game basically every Tuesday and Friday till mid-February, and then Ransom and Mazzy's season runs from January to March. So that's been keeping us busy. Plus the boys are in BMX, and they do that on Saturdays. And next week is the Race of Champions on Thanksgiving Day, and then Grand National that weekend. So busy week.
Yeah, so upcoming, not only are we going to try to squeeze in Thanksgiving holidays when we can, but we also have about 4 or 5 days of BMX races, and this is the Super Bowl of BMX. So this isn't just like a few guys in their backyard. There's thousands of people that come from all across the United States. They converge at Tulsa, Oklahoma, and they have a huge multi-day competition for BMX.
Yeah, and the Race of Champions you have to be invited to. The boys were invited this year, so that was something that we want to do to know if we want to do it in the future. So I'm excited for the boys to be able to do that.
Yeah, it's something you have to qualify for. They try to pull the top 10 people across the country in every category. And the boys are running in a novice category because they just started a couple years ago. And so once they get out of that novice, the competition gets harder and harder every year. So they might not qualify for the Race of Champions for a long time, or they could next year. We don't know.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd go ahead and let them race in it this year, even though it's going to be a big time commitment, just to see how it goes. You can't get too carried away with kids' sports, right, Cassie?
Got to be a happy medium.
Yeah. So that's what we're trying to find. Since it's the holiday, they're out of school anyway, and it's only up the road. That's the other thing. A lot of people travel.
If we had to travel out of state for these tournaments, or
nationals,
I guess it's a tournament, races, we probably wouldn't do it as much. We're very spoiled and blessed that this stuff happens right an hour down the road from us, and we don't have to go very far.
Yeah, and we can stay in our own beds at night.
That's big for Gary.
We know very locally where to eat and what to do around. Also, we can kind of time it. So if the boys aren't going to race until 11 a.m. or 2 p.m., we know we need to get there an hour and a half or 2 hours early, but we don't have to hang out for 4 days straight. I can come home and do the chores. Everything works out well. So I'm excited, though. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the BMX. It's something our family has never done before. It's not like I was a BMX rider and I'm trying to make Ranger and Ransom ride BMX so I can live vicariously through them. They started this all on their own.
Yeah, that's something else we try to do is allow the kids to have the hobbies and the things that they like, not what we like. If they don't like farming, it's okay with us. If they don't like basketball, one of my favorite things, that's okay with us.
If they like credit cards, they will be out of the wheel.
There is a line. But we try to encourage them to find their own hobbies and do the things that they enjoy and they like. And if it just so happens to be our hobbies, great. Gary does like riding bikes, like trail riding and road bikes and things like that. And the boys enjoy that as well. But as far as jumping bikes and racing bikes,
never have. Well, I have raced and duathlons where you run and then ride a road bike and then run again. But
still different.
Yeah, it's completely different.
Don't you get my drink.
And I'm just happy, and I will probably have spent a lot of money on bikes that most people wouldn't. But my view is if they are outside riding bikes and investing time doing something that's healthy and outside, I think it's worth it.
Yep.
Well, there is one more thing I wanted to ask you guys about. Since Thanksgiving is coming up, but it's still a few days out, still time for you to prepare, plan your dishes out, go to the grocery store, whatever it is you're buying. But what is the one thing that you are most excited about for Thanksgiving dinner this year? And do you have a recipe? So here's what I'm excited about, okay? I haven't even made it before. I'm going to try to make it. I don't know if I'll get it made or not for Thanksgiving. I might save it for Christmas. Pecan pie cheesecake.
Sounds good.
Oh, I saw somebody making it a while ago. Facebook Reels or whatever it was on is going to be the death of me. But I mean, homemade, and it did not look that hard at all. You make your crust and bake that for a little bit. Then you make your filling, and then the topping. That's my problem with pecan pie. I love pecan pie, but sometimes it's hard to get them to set up right. But your topping, you just mix it up, get it made, and then pour it over the top, and then chill it with the cheesecake for the next 2 to 3 hours, and it comes out in a perfect consistency. So you don't have to worry about that part.
Well, I will be your taste tester.
So I'm excited about making pecan pie cheesecake.
Sounds good.
And do you say pecan or do you say pecan?
Pecan.
Because pecans is what a can of peas is. It's pecan. It's a pecan. It's not. In Oklahoma, we say pecan. I know that's going to start a whole lot of worms, open up in a bag of worms with y'all folks in the South. But guess what? Oklahoma beat Alabama, so I've got a right to
You're going to open up a can of worms.
I opened up another can of worms with that one. We also did watch Oklahoma this weekend. I did not get to watch the game. I had to do chores.
I didn't even mouth our Alabama friends.
Yeah, I did not mouth our Alabama friends because I was not that confident in the Oklahoma Sooners. I'm a big fan, but not that confident this year. But our defense did pull through, and they were able to pull off the slight win. Now, you guys do realize, it was anybody's game right until the end. Literally, Alabama could have got 2 more yards, scored the first down, then scored a touchdown. Their kicker could have kicked that field goal. Lots of things.
I wouldn't know. I was in a 3-hour musical.
No, oh, was you? Well,
Someone made me get there an hour and a half early.
Me and the boys listened to the ending of it at the BMX track, and I had my radio pretty loud, and I think we got pretty excited when it was over. But as soon as it was over, we got out and went to racing BMX. So that's another thing. Lots of football on, college football, NFL football. Hopefully you can enjoy a game along with your Thanksgiving meal. But before we end the video, we always want to end with prayer requests. So if you guys have anything, leave it down in the comments below for others to read over and pray over. I know Cassie has one this week.
Yeah, so Hayden, the daughter of Keeping It Dutch and Count It All Joy, she tore her ACL and did a lot of other damage to her knee. Brandy has been keeping people up to date on Count It All Joy. She just had surgery. She's going through recovery and all that. So you guys be praying for her. Give her strength. It's really hard for a 16-year-old girl to go through all that. Looking forward to playing her junior year of basketball, and then in a matter of seconds, everything changes. So she's also a player of mine. I coach her, and she's been greatly missed from her team. So go over to Count It All Joy. Tell them Walker Farm Fam sent you and that you're praying for Hayden, and I know they would truly appreciate it.
And also, don't forget, if you guys are interested in the Oneisall Dog Fountain, that link is going to be down in the description. The dogs love it. Sue's been drinking out of it. Everybody seems to be happy. Cassie has not drank out of it yet.
I might try it.
Not yet. But we do want to thank you guys, though, for taking time out of your day to catch up with us. We hope you have a great day, and God bless.
We love you guys.